Good evening, everyone. Welcome to closing comments for August 13th. Let's jump right into our charts and take a technical look at today's action. First up, we got our October live cattle on the board. We did see some nice bearish follow through today in this cattle market. This October live contract hitting the ground running today, opening up right around 223.5. Early breakdown below last week's low and our bear pivot at 222.75 really opened the door to some more selling pressures. We did see this thing undercut 220, printing a low down there near 219 on the day. Increased volume here, sellers really getting underway. The downtrend still remains intact. We saw nice resistance over the last couple weeks here around these averages. Bulls made a couple attempts up here against 230, but the selling pressure is just too great at these averages. And over the last couple days, we've seen the sellers really take over here. Nice strong breakdown below key levels here at 222.75 on heavy volume has the sellers rocking and rolling. We should see this next stop be this current year's low right around 217 below here, and this demand zone we created back here at the late part of 2025. If we're able to undercut these lows here, should open the door to $2 and see some increased selling pressure here in the days to come. Be cautious. We could see some increased volatility and more selling pressure as we head into tomorrow's session. Steer clear of this thing as we go into the weekend, and the sellers are in control here, and we should see this market continue to slide here in the days to come. Next up, September feeders on the board. We did see some early downside in this feeder market as well. Most of that downside came in the first hour of the day here, pressing down towards the low at 334. We did see this market finish a little bit stronger off of those lows back here right around 37.65 into the close, but this market's still weighing heavy here on this year-long range on these lows here that have kept this market supported throughout the year in this big range we've been in. Look for continued selling pressure below 35 to 31 here to really get the ball rolling. Once we're able to undercut these current year's lows, we should see a lot of this inventory really start to unravel and push this feeder market lower as well. Bulls need to defend this line, try and keep this thing held up, but at the moment we see this increased volume once again here, looking like this cattle market's going to continue to slip here as we head into tomorrow's session. And look for some more downside to come. Continue to be defensive. We should see increased volatility and selling pressure here over the next couple days, so be cautious here. Don't be stepping in front of this thing. This market's going to need a minute to clean this all up, so be cautious. We should see more downside across both live and feeder markets here as we close out the week and into early next. Next up, we got our December corn futures on the board. We did see this market giving back some of its upside we saw yesterday after that WASD report, selling off from 480 back down here towards the middle part of this range. We'll continue to expect more directionless, choppy action here in this corn market. Yesterday's big rally didn't really do much for them. We still see this thing continuing to chop up here between $4.50 and $5. Not really expecting to see that change, even with that big rally we saw here in this WASD report. We're gonna need to see some more life from the bulls there, and just expecting to see more choppy action here for this corn market. Crude prices retreating a little bit here today. We did see this market taking out yesterday's low, giving back this bull pivot at 82.33. At the moment, we continue to see lower highs and lower lows here in this crude market over the last couple weeks, and we should see that selling pressure continue. This market not being able to get back up here above 87 just continues to show more sellers in this market, and we should see be expecting more downside for this crude for these crude prices. Look for this thing to continue to bleed back down here towards the mid $70 range. And last but not least, our equity indexes seeing a nice day here across each of our indexes. The S&P pushing up into some new all-time highs today, seeing some nice strength. The Nasdaq getting a nice rally back up above 30,000 here. That should open the door to back to these all-time highs. 30,000 was a pretty key level here in recent weeks, and with that nice strong close here today above it, opens the door for the Nasdaq and the tech sector to really keep on rolling. We continue to see better participation and better structure here from a lot of our mega cap names. The Dow finding good support here today, balancing out right around 54,000. We should see this thing try and get a bid here as we head into the weekend. Look for early bids above these prior day highs to get the ball rolling back up here towards about 55,000 and keep this uptrend intact. Once we get the Dow to really start getting a bid here, it should really push the Nasdaq and the S&P here as well. Give them a little extra boost, get this Nasdaq back to those all-time highs, and see some pretty smooth sailing here for our indexes as we continue to push into some all-time highs. This market has seen a pretty nice markup over the spring, followed by this nice consolidation phase, pushing the top off of this thing, and some follow through here so far. Back above 7,800 really opens the door some more upside. Look for the S&P to keep trading back up there towards 8,000, and we should see the Nasdaq catch up here and get back to those all-time highs as well. Equity markets are looking good. Continue to look for places to be putting that money back to work. This thing's rocking and rolling, and we should see this uptrend carry out here throughout the rest of the summer. That's all we got for this week, folks. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We'll catch you guys over the weekend for our weekend market watch. Thank you and have a good evening.